Welcome everybody. Hello, this is K5 and I'm here today to show you the extent of my little bus collection. So I'm going to try and trawl through this lot. I'm going to start off right from the beginning of the bus in 1888. Here we have the model of yesteryear, number 12, designed by Mr Odell at the Leslie factory, Matchbox, Moco. At the start of the yesteryear series, he really wanted to bring in some horse-drawn carriages and bits and pieces to show the history of motoring, and brought this piece out. Sadly, this is one of the only yesteryear models with horses. It's all metal. The little man, the vehicle, everything is made of metal. Sadly, obviously Leslie Matchbox demised, and Mr Odell went off on his own and started off the Lado factory. And I have a Lado piece here. Odell is actually Lado is Odell backwards for all you people. So we'll have a little look. We can compare these two pieces. Obviously the yesteryear model is a little bit smaller, but essentially the markings and everything about it are very similar. This is actually from the Days Gone series. It comes in a clear box and with an assortment of tastefully attired characters from the Victorian period. It's my intention actually to possibly paint them up and affix them to the vehicle at some point. But yeah, plastic seats, plastic horses, as opposed to the metal seats and metal horses of its earlier counterpart. Absolute gems and a real nice thing to have in my collection for my buses. Ooh, a bit more current. Here's something from the 1920s. Note the passenger entrance, very similar to that of the old-fashioned horse-drawn models. I am looking for something from the 1914 period, when they first started to introduce motorised buses. So that's going to be an interesting find when I find it. There must be a model out there somewhere. Right, let's have a little look at this one then. This is the original number 5A. Isn't she cute? Little dinky thing. Unfortunately, this is not an original number 5. It's actually a rather good replica made by the Matchbox company, made in China. Special series produced to commemorate the birth and existence of Matchbox back in the day. I think it was a 40-year special thing. Really quite like that. I will get an original proper number 5 at some point, but that'll do for now. And here's another number 5, number 5B. The double-decker bus. Fantastic. Route Master, absolute classic. I've got one of those. Probably will get a few more if I find that there's some with different stickers on the side. So yeah, I'll be looking for those too. And then we have number 74. This is the Daimler, introduced in the 60s to accommodate more passengers. The engine was moved to the rear of the bus. You can see there the engine compartment, and the chassis was lower slung as a result, because there was no need for a long drive shaft, as you can see in this on this bus there with the engine at the front. Still a classic though, on the buses and all that. These Daimlers became the mainstay of the provincial bus services. Again, this particular example has seen better days, but for right now it's my only one. Moving on then, 1972, this was introduced into the lineup, the old Londoner, number 17. This particular piece is metal base and metal body. I've got a couple of examples of this one. This has got better paint job. Quite nice. And here's another version of it. And this particular one, instead of having the metal base, this one has got a plastic base, but it's still known as the Londoner, but it's lost its little number 17. Oh no, there it is, still there, just about. Obviously that's the beginning of the cost cutting period. Must have been released around in just at the start of the 80s, that one. Okay, moving on to the next version of this bus. Here we have the Leyland Titan, plastic base, metal body, very similar, different front end, obviously updated. This is an 80s bus as opposed to the 70s bus. So let's have a look at it then. A lot more cut open. I believe this bus was made into all sorts of Super Kings and other exciting pieces, so you'll find this with opening doors and all sorts in its larger scale version. Got quite a few different variations on this one, thankfully. Got a London tour bus. Oh, I've got another one of those as well. Nothing really different on the bottom there. Both called Titans from 1981. This is around about the 80s when Matchbox started putting the dates on the bottom of their buses. Here's a nice variation, a black and white one. This one, funnily enough, does not have its designation. It's made in Macau. Doesn't tell you what it is, but I think we can all tell it's the Leyland Titan. These ones made in China. So I think there was a move to China roughly in the at the beginning of the 80s there, and then probably around about 1986, 84 to 86, a move to Macau. So yeah, that's a nice piece to have. Right, let's have a look. We've got a couple of Real Toys. Real Toys make a really nice bus. Very similar actually in stance and design to the Leyland Titan, as you can see. All round it's a very similar piece. Very popular bus, the Leyland Titan. Exported to all parts of the world. Hong Kong, Singapore, they've all got Leyland Titans in their lineup. Here's a couple of nice pieces, a couple of airport buses. I think these are also made by Real Toy. This one's all metal, got metal top, metal sides, plastic base, and this one here is 90% plastic, which is unusual, but basically the same bus. Available in play sets. I think you've all seen those play sets. How about these then? These are the latest models of that particular type of bus. These are the sort of buses we've got around nowadays. Matchbox first released this model in its gold livery, which actually is not unusual. We have these gold livery buses locally in Northamptonshire. They do the London run, the X runs we call them. And this is what you'd probably see actually on the streets of London. I actually prefer it in the red colour. Lovely. Alright then, we'll have a little look at some variations here. Everyone recognises this piece, the old 60th anniversary release of this bus, released by Matchbox obviously, of the Routemaster, to commemorate their 60 years. Absolutely beautiful model. It's got a really good chunky feel to it, and I think most collectors will enjoy owning one of these. But a little known example of this model is also this particular Routemaster that's produced by Corgi. Have a look at the base of that. It's a new Corgi, but it actually has really nice tyres. Well, nice wheels. They're not rubber tyres or anything, but the detail is really good. See, this one, particular one's a Paralympics model, Team GB, with a flag on the roof. Out of the two, I'm not sure. I'm thinking that the most realistic one to me really is the Matchbox one, although the Corgi one does hold its own when you take the other one away. Just a little bit skinny, a little bit low slung perhaps at the front end. Still, very nice piece. And finally, I'm going to just have a little look at this this Corgi bus. Now this is a Corgi Daimler. You can see it's got the people in there. This is the original release of this particular model, and possesses suspension. Corgi really splashing out there. This is a kind of post Whiz Wheels model, Daimler Fleet Line. Really nice model. Love that suspension. And here's another release of that particular model. The suspension's gone. It is a Corgi, Daimler Fleet Line. No real difference on the bottom now. I don't know how they managed to lose the suspension, but they did. Nothing at all. And then we're going to finish up with this piece here, which is a Hot Wheels. Now this is the Hot Wheels, when Corgi got taken over by Hot Wheels, they kept the old double-decker, and they kept it as a Daimler Fleet Line, as you can just see there. There it is, Daimler Fleet Line. I'm keeping it in the box because I find the box is quite an interesting social history on this piece. I'm kind of looking for one loose, but it's nice to have it in the box. So there we go. The demise of Corgi and the evaporation into Hot Wheels. Oh, this is K5 with my crazy bus collection, saying ta-ta for now.